Hello everyone and welcome back. It's Gina from orchidandopal.com, and today we're going to be taking a look at the double rotating Beads of the Month Club in the late autumn theme. And more specifically, this is for the 2-hole Beads of the Month Club. I also have on the left the Findings Companion Pack and their brand new Crystals Companion Pack. So as we're opening this up, if you want to check out their website, you can find the link right down below the video. I also have a coupon code if you'd like to sign up to this particular subscription or one of their other clubs. And that coupon code is OPAL10, OPAL10. That will save you 10% off the first month of your first club if you'd like to try them out. So this 2-hole club is just one example of the great beading subscriptions that they have to offer. And you're welcome to sign up to this one to get the same club every single month if that's what you want to get. Or you can rotate through them and every month you'll get something different. Again, all that information is on their website, so be sure to read through that. They also offer all of their clubs in 2 different sizes. You can get the single size or the double, which is what you see here. The double containing twice the quantities of beads in general as the single clubs. So lots of options depending on what you're into, what you like to use, and what your budget is. And then if you're a subscriber to one of their beading clubs, you can also choose to add on the Crystals or Findings Companion Packs, and they will hitch a ride along with your bead subscription at no additional cost to ship. At this point, let's take a look at the findings. We have an antique brass tiara cast assortment, so we're going to see lots of high quality components in the coordinating antique brass color. And one of the things I like about the Findings Companion Packs is you get things that are in general beyond the basics. So think really unique designs you might not find just anywhere, and then some other higher quality twists on even the most basic findings. So let's do a little flip over. There is a look at our antique brass assortment in the bag, and right now we'll go down the list and take a look at everything close up one at a time. As usual, there's some great pieces here. We start off with a small bird in a tree button. We have one piece, and it's got this inset tree design with what looks to be a bird sitting there on the lower branch. There's a look at the back of the button. And it seems like we're going to have a few pieces in here that have some designs that are inspired by nature, just like this tree button. So next on the list, we have the 6 pieces of leafy links. They have the openings on either side, and they're a relatively dainty size, so it's something that could even be incorporated in a pair of earrings that don't have to be too big. And I've got some flipped over on the back so you can see they have a little bit of dimension to them. They do look nice from both sides. I'll just show you these 2 clasps together. We have a vine hook and eye set on the right, and then there is the classic set on the left, both of them having that swirly design, and of course coordinating in the color for this month. I'll show you these next 2 items together as well. On the left, we have a butterfly link, which is pretty substantial. You can see all the different details going on in the body and the wings, and how the openings there on that link were designed to fit in really well with the shape of the butterfly. You've got lots of different openings to play around with. And it's left smooth on the back, that design just showing up there on one side. And then on the right, we have a bail. This is in the Oasis design, and it says it's in the large diameter. It is large enough. It looks like you could fit a few styles of seed bead ropes through there, just to give you one example of something you could do with this. And I think that butterfly in particular would be beautiful incorporated into some type of a beaded pendant. Or if you're into embroidery, well, the sky's the limit on what you could do with something like that. And then to wrap it up, we have a set of 6 head pins, which are 2 inches long in a 21 gauge. These are not tiara cast, but the post earrings are. They are the hammer tone earring posts with the backs included, And of course, just like we expect with tiara cast, very solidly crafted with a high quality look and feel. So that's just one example of what you could expect in the Findings Companion Pack. If you decide to add that onto one of your subscriptions, you're going to get an assortment similar to this with all sorts of different items, and the tone of metal will be different each and every time. So you'll work through a rotation of those and not be getting the same color month after month. And then next for their brand new second companion pack, this is their crystals, and this is meant to provide a few sparkly goodies on a monthly basis in addition to your beading subscriptions, with the crystals being on par with a Swarovski quality. So think high quality crystals similar to that, and you could get different shapes and sizes, not just the 3 that you'll see here. These are just one particular assortment. So with the bag flipped over, you can see these are the 3 different varieties that we're going to look at. And of course, we have to do that with these crystals outside of the bags. All right, so we start out with the Pacific Opal rounds in the 4mm size. And it actually says these are genuine Swarovski crystals. So it looks like there are some of those still floating around and available, at least for the time being. These have a gorgeous light seafoam color with a hint of fiery light that almost looks like it's captured inside. Next up, we have 3 air blue opal heart pendants in the 14mm size. And these are genuine Swarovski crystal as well. Oh my goodness. They have the most beautiful light bluish purple shade. And there you can see that light reflecting from within so beautifully. These are the same on both sides, and there is one tipped on its side, so you can see the dimension of these, that heart kind of coming to a point on both sides. And then third and last item in the Crystal Companion Pack I received this month are the blue zircon bicones in the 6mm size. These have that classic greenish teal color with no additional finish. You just get a lot of clean light and sparkle. And you can really see how precisely each of these are cut. This particular variety not being Swarovski, but a darn good alternative. So now that we've taken a look at our companion packs, let's bring back the double 2-hole beads of the month club and take a look at that. Once again, the theme for this one is in late autumn, so when you receive your beading clubs, they're going to be thoughtfully curated around a theme and a color scheme. That way you're getting something different each and every time. And just think as you go through the rotation, it's a great way to build up your stash so that you'll have lots of options to pull from as time goes on. Now, if you are a subscriber, you may have received this particular theme or you may have received a different one. That can vary depending on their stock availability and also maybe what you received in the past. And I like to just remind everybody of that just in case. But with this club, what you're going to get is an assortment of 8 different containers, reusable containers at that, of check glass or Miyuki Tila 2-hole beads. And you can see this gorgeous autumn palette here with the olive green, the burnt orange, some browns, and reddish copper and gold. Oh my goodness, perfect for this time of year. And you can go on their website in the description of this club and see all the different types of 2-hole beads you could get. It's not just these that you see, but that's one of the other fun surprises about this subscription is not only will the color scheme be a surprise, but you're not going to know exactly which types of 2-hole beads you'll get each time as well. It's a great opportunity to play with new things and get creative. So I am dying to dig right into these. We're going to go down the list once again so we can take a look at each of these up close. All right, container number 1 is holding the green opal travertine Peros Parpuka beads. There's a total of 14 grams inside. And keep in mind, this is the double size club. So if you wanted the single size, you'd get about half of the quantity. You'd still get 8 containers, but this one, for example, would contain 7 grams instead of 14. All right, so I've taken a few of these out of the container, and you can see they have that greenish turquoise background, the travertine adding a lot of that brownish caramel drizzle over the top and making them look more stone-like, more aged. The Peros is one of the many shapes in the Parpuca line of beads, but you certainly don't have to use them together in the same line. You can use these with anything you'd like. They're just another unique shape there. You can see the two holes running parallel through the side. You can think of these like a pinched oval. You can see how they come to a little bit of a point at either end and have a total of 6 sides. All right, second container. This one's holding the matte velvet carat ginkgo beads. There's 15 grams included. And already with this orange, the green, I didn't grow up in the 60s, but this sure is making me reminisce about my grandparents' house. And I mean that in the best possible way. So here are those ginkgos up close. They have that really interesting matte velvet texture, which actually makes them look like they should be a little bit felt-like or fuzzy. However, they just feel pretty smooth. And it's fun to get all these different finishes because layering those types of things in designs, I find, can really bring out some of the most beautiful details. So with these of course look like a ginkgo leaf shape, and they've got the two holes running from the side with the point and out through the larger rounded side. In container number 3, we're bringing in some of this beautiful berry red. It's the dark red line crystal bibo beads. There's 15 grams inside this container. So here is a close-up look, and as you can see, they have the reddish color that is located simply at the hole location, so lining that, and then the rest of the bead is crystal clear. Always a really cool effect, I think. And this shape, it kind of reminds me of a peanut bead, maybe mixed with a super duo. But you can clearly see those two holes, one of those going up through either side. And I guess you could also think of these as like two round seed beads fused together, probably something closer to an 8-0. In container number 4, we have the red laser bronze web tiles. There's 40 pieces included. Speaking of different finishes, these are so fun. They have that geometric shape, which stands out in a darker shade, with the background of these tiles looking to be a little bit lighter, brighter, hint of orange to this reddish color as well. And yet another unique two-hole shape. There you can see the holes going through those tiles side by side, leaving that flat surface area intact so you can really admire that interesting design. All right, and then our next one, I got excited and took these out of the container. Sorry about that. But here are just some of the 60 total Crystal Picasso half moon beads. These having that warm, light golden cast with some darker splotches showing up all around the surface in random areas. You can see why these are called the half moons because of their shape, and the holes are located going parallel through the face. In container number 6, we have some larger two-hole beads. These are the jet orange laser cracked coins, and there's a total of 10 included. These are really eye-catching with their contrasting design, that black really standing out on the surface of that lighter, brighter orange color. And you can see how they have the two holes going through the side of those flat rounds. I could see these in particular being a really great center for a floral design too. Now it would need to be something a little bit on the larger end of things size-wise, because I think these are, say, maybe 12 millimeters, or using a couple of these on their own in a pair of earrings with a little embellishment. A little bit would go a long way. Next, in container 7, we have 14 pieces of the Capri Gold carrier beads. And there you can see the very reflective Capri gold. It's kind of like a rose gold or a copper and a gold mixed together, with most of that color showing up on the surface, and these carrier beads being something you can actually use as a base to bead onto with delica beads. There's lots of patterns out there for these. Or of course you can use them just as they are with their substantial two-hole shape and rounded top and bottom. They definitely hold up on their own to separate two different strands. And our eighth and final container is holding the Gold Shine Saddle Brown Super Duos, a total of 25 grams. The color of these is really so interesting because if the light is hitting them just right, they have a purplish or like an indigo blue cast, but that gold shine that is coating the entire surface, it really darkens the color up and gives them more of a chocolatey brownish look in general. And again, that's just a small portion of the 25 grams that they sent. These double clubs coming with lots to work with. I'm always finding that even with the single size clubs, you get a lot to play around with and create with. So if you know you like two-hole beads, especially higher quality check glass, if you like bead weaving, then I can't recommend this particular club enough. And the Super Duos, like you see here, that's one of those popular two-hole shapes. You're going to see these show up quite often, but the other two-hole shapes, those are really going to rotate around. All right, everyone. Well, that wraps it up for this month's Beads of the Month Club unboxing with the additional Findings and Crystals companion packs. I hope you enjoyed checking out the two-hole bead assortment that I received this month. And as a reminder, if you'd like to sign up to this club or their rotating club or any of the other subscriptions that they have to offer, you can use the coupon code OPAL10, OPAL10. That will save you 10% off the first month of your first club. You're more than welcome to sign up for more than one club. And I also want to let you know about the additional perk that you'll find on your printed invoice. At the bottom of that, you'll find a specific link that'll change every month. That'll direct you to 3 free downloadable beading patterns, and a lot of times those go along with some of these more unique multi-hole check glass shapes. For the most part, Beads of the Month Club ships to the United States, but you can contact them. They have an email address and phone number and fantastic customer service. So if you're outside of the States and you're interested in signing up, be sure to contact them and they can provide you with more information and possibly even a specific quote for the shipping to your location. So once again, I think they did a beautiful job on their well thought out selection. And I am so inspired to dig in and create something new. The plan being for me to come back and share a new tutorial based on this late autumn theme. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel, I hope you will because I'd love to see you back. Also, feel free to leave a comment down below because I always love to hear from you. And don't forget to hit the big thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. And real quick before I let you go, my family and I were in the middle of the home buying and moving process. We hope to be situated by December, but we'll see. You know how things come up that you can't always predict, and sometimes you just gotta roll with it. So on that note, I hope to see you all again real soon, and until next time, I hope you have a fabulous rest of your day, and as always, happy beading.